All right, hello everyone, and peace of Christ to all of you. I hope my voice is coming good from your side. This is just a short video so we can share it around with the friends and whoever watching. Um as you see in the screen, there's a Muslim is asking me a question, and this is a question always the Muslim they say to me. If you read with me, please, in the screen, you will see this Abdul saying the following: Why you don't show your face, Christian race? Are you fearing from Muslims? So why don't you show your face like David Wood, Sam Shamoun, Robert Spencer, and Nabil Qureshi? The funny is why a man he is interested so much in seeing my face. Are you perverted people? Why you are obsessed with seeing my face? What is your problem exactly? Is the problem you have with me is my face or what I say? I notice always when I say something very harmful, Muslim cannot answer it right away. They start saying, why you don't show your face? I wish you are going to answer what we said in the video. I wish you did say anything about what your prophet did, the stupid things your prophet is doing. But all your concern is my face because you have nothing to say. So you look at like, okay, what I'm going to say to this guy? Everything is saying is true. My prophet is a criminal. He's a hateful. He's a child molester. He's a thief. He was accused of stealing underwear. Even he flirted with his own son wife when she was married to his son. I mean, everything is true. So what I can say to him, Christian Prince, why you don't show your face? Anyway, so I find it kind of hilarious and funny and stupid when Muslims they ask me this question. My friend, maybe none of those reasons, not because I fear you, trust me. If I fear Muslims, I will never even speak a word against Islam. Because first of all, I am a known person. Secondly, it's very easy to know who I am. You see, I have books. I have, when you write books, you cannot hide yourself. I do seminars in the present. I keep saying to the Christians who want to invite me to the church, and people take selfie with me. I'm not hiding my face, my friend, but I'm not interested in being famous. That's all. I don't work for my glory. I work for the glory of my Lord. When people they say thank you very much for the work you do, etc., they don't know who I am, and this is a blessing for me. Our Lord, He told us, when you give with the right hand, don't let the left hand know what you gave. Now, all what I do, nobody knows. If you meet me in the street, you will not even know who is a Christian Prince. So this is a special blessing for me. I fear no one except being not to be Christian. This is the only fear I have in my life. Is to lose being in the kingdom of God with my Lord the Messiah. Otherwise, I fear no one, my friend, because simply who are you to fear you? Who are you? I consider that those things is a death threat. And when the Muslim says to me, are you fearing the Muslims? You are confirming to us that you Muslims are criminals or what? What do you mean fearing the Muslims? Why I should fear them? Is it Islam mean peace? I thought Islam mean peace. So you are the one who fear me. And this is why you Muslims keep flagging my video. Now about flagging my videos, I saw an statement post in Facebook of Muslims flagging my videos, and guess what happened? Each time I flag my videos, I got a lot of donation. I don't know what the connection, but look like it's working for my good. Actually, there is a gentleman. I spoke to him in Skype. He promised me each time the Muslims they flag my account, I will receive $2,000 donation. I said to him, well, I'm going to flag myself then. If the Muslim did not flag me, I'm going to flag myself. He said, I said to him, is that okay with you? He said, I said okay. So it's very funny. The Muslim they try to hurt me, but it worked always in the opposite direction. And actually, I was connected by very well-known Christians who want to invite me to do seminars, and they, I was connected in the last 48 hours with three people. One of them is Dr. Robert Mori. I don't know if you know him. He wrote books against Islam. So you see, always God work in an amazing way, and He provide me better things. And you know, the Muslim, they thought by flagging my videos they can stop me. You're gonna stop me? I have 1,000 account, my friend. I can do broadcast always. Even if I lose every day an account, so what a big deal. I make an account, people they follow and they will know who I am, and they can download my videos still. The most important thing is the teaching will stay there and people download my videos immediately, and you cannot stop that. Now, being speaking about those things, I hope people will always save this website, which I have my account there. It's minds.com. Minds.com. I hope you guys you will save this, like you can subscribe there, because I can post videos there up to 15 minutes. And actually I can go, I'm thinking actually to go in, there is a website they can do live broadcast, and you pay like a yearly money, but there is no way there they can delete a video of mine. Otherwise I will sue them. Even YouTube, actually, we can sue them easy. uh, but things is going easy and not a big deal. So I'm thinking maybe after I come back from my coming seminars, or let us say my coming trip, I will start doing that account with that company. So you guys, you can download my videos from there, and we can do live broadcast, and nobody can play games with us. So always maintain this address, minds.com @Christian Prince, and for sure we have a Twitter, and you have Patreon, and we have Facebook, and like Patreon, you have it already. I think all of you have it already, right? We always put it in the screen each time we go live. This one. So always you can contact me easy, and always you can find what is a new account I will be in. Now this coming Saturday we have Abdul supposed to debate me, so I will go live, and we will show the Muslims how funny and how stupid Islam is. And we don't want Muslims to fear my face. This is why I'm not showing you my face. I look maybe scary. I look like Zakir Naik. But why Muslims ask those silly questions always? What is your problem with my face? What is the answer for what all the video I said to you about your prophet washing in a dirty water, in a sewage? You have nothing to say except where is your face? What is your problem? You cannot find anything. You see, this guy, he speak Arabic, so we cannot say to him go and learn Arabic. This guy, he knows Islam very well, so we cannot say to him go and learn Islam. And so what we will say to him, okay, what is your face? They try to find something to make it like it's a problem. What is your problem? I want your answers. I don't want your face. And let me make a deal. If the Muslims promise me to bring Zakir Naik to debate me, honest to God, and God is my witness, I will open my camera live during the debate, and all of you Muslims will see my handsome face. What do you think? If you remember, we have a guy, his name is Rashid Indesan, and because I was insisting to debate this idiot who keeps saying to me, show your face, I said to him in that phone call, we called him at home, the coward. If you show up right now, I will open my camera in front of everybody, and the coward still, he will not show up. So I am not scared of anyone, and you are no one to scare me. You are the one who is protected by us. You go and you escape the ocean to go and seek refuge in America and in Australia and in Canada and in Europe, and you are talking about scaring us. We are the last one to be scared, especially those who speak against Islam. They will not, and they are not scared, because if they are scared, the coward will never speak against Islam. But one of the advantage of me, not showing my face, I can go to the middle of Islamic areas and nobody knows who I am. I can get Islam busted in the middle of Islamic countries. I can go tomorrow to Saudi Arabia and you cannot stop me from entering as an American citizen. You do not know who is Christian Prince. I can go to any Islamic country and you have no idea who is a Christian Prince. So this is something a benefit for me. Otherwise, I don't care really. Uh, get me someone is worth to debate with me, because I consider it like a worth the shish kebab. Like let us say Zakir Naik, the coward who said to me, "Bring 2,000 people with you. I will then I will debate you." 2,000 people with me only. All right. So anyway, we do things and nobody can debate us and nobody can fight us. So guys, please don't forget to subscribe to my account in minds.com, because I'm making short videos, and those short videos I'm going to upload them there always. Especially the one under 15 minute. Now the one who they are not under 15 minute, I found a different website where we can load big videos. So I will load them in YouTube first, because YouTube, the good thing about YouTube, when you record a video live, you download the video easy, because YouTube convert the file to a very special kind of file which make it very small. So it's going to be easier for you to download and share later. Uh, so let us maintain that this page minds.com, and if you go there, let me show you. If I go to minds.com there, to my page there, hold on. All right. All right, this is my page, Christian Prince. All right, you will see always when I have something, I have a new video, etc., I post it immediately there. And the good thing about Minds, you can always click at any video. Like example here, this video. Let us say you want to download the video. You click at the video, and now the video start working. All right. Now, if it is in YouTube, you can go to YouTube and download from YouTube. But if it is in Minds, like let's see if there's any video is loaded in Minds here. This one in Minds. Yeah, no, this one is not in Mind. Hold on. No, this is from Facebook. Anyway, so like if a video I loaded already in Minds, all what you need to do is just to click at the video, and those I made them private. Those are listed private. So you click at the video, and then you will be able to, when the video start playing, you click at it again and you can download. It's very simple, very easy. The same you can do in Facebook. So we are loading in Facebook, we are loading everywhere. But let us say we have Patreon and we have minds.com is a station where you guys always you can contact me, and we have Facebook, which is the Christian Prince. But I believe Minds and Patreon is the best. It's more stable, and by the help of those who they are helping us in donation, I'm going to have like this paid account. It's like 1,000 dollar a year for unlimited broadcast, and they give me up to 7 terabyte memory. So we can have that account there to do live broadcast, and this way we always be connected, and people they can always come and debate me, and they can be live with us. I believe I have tens of thousands of subscribers. They will follow where I go. It doesn't matter where it is. It's in YouTube or different place. It doesn't matter. I agree. In YouTube is easier, and we can still do it in YouTube. We can always have. Actually, one of you told me about an idea, which is really I think it's a good idea. That you guys you can you can open your live broadcast in your own YouTube, which means you broadcast my broadcast. So my broadcast will appear in many places in YouTube in the same time, and that will bring a lot of subscribers to your channels. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of things we can do. Yeah, I know, my friend. I know that people they will because it's not where we meet. It doesn't matter really if it's YouTube or Facebook or etc. I can do live broadcast in Facebook. I mean, what a big deal. There's what it's called, the Twitter live broadcast. There's many platform. Always this is not a problem. And the funny, the Muslims, they think they can stop me. Actually, you see, I did right now in the last 3 days, I was able to write almost 25 to 30 pages of my new book. And my new book is going to be small. I'm planning to make it really a small book. So, like, the Muslims, they help me to concentrate more in my book. You know what I mean? So they try to stop me, but the fact it always work in better direction. I get a flag, I go to Patreon, I found more donation coming, which mean look like people, they feel they need to support me more when the Muslims, they flag me more, which mean Muslims, they are helping me even more in donation. You see, everything I did in my life, it was by the help of Muslims, and I will tell you how it worked. Long time ago, there was, YouTube was not doing live podcast, so there was a program. It's called Hear Me. In Hear Me, there was, they had, it's like a chat room, so I used to teach there. Then the Muslim, they said to me, we challenge you to come and debate us in Paltalk. I said, okay, I never heard of this Paltalk. So I went to Paltalk. Actually, later Hear Me is bought by Paltalk anyway. So I went to Paltalk, and since I went to Paltalk, all those who converted to Islam in Paltalk, they left Islam because of me. And not only that, even the admins of the chat rooms, who they are running by Muslims, they left Islam, became Christians. And then the Muslims, they challenged me. They posted some pictures, supposedly this is me in YouTube. And I said to myself, it looked like the Muslims are inviting me to go to YouTube. So I decided to go to YouTube. The Muslims, then they challenged me. They said, if you are a scholar about Islam, how come you don't have books? So I said to myself, that's a good idea. I think the Muslims are giving me a good idea. Why I don't have books? I mean, come on. The Muslims are always right. Remember what companies they say? Customers always right. So Muslims are my customers. So I said to myself, all right, as long the Muslims like to see my books, then let me start writing my books. So it was the Muslims who made me write my books. It was the Muslims who made me make videos on YouTube. It was the Muslims who made me go to Paltalk. It was the Muslims today making me insist to do better work. Right now, this coming, in next month, I'm going to Europe, in a trip, and there is some of you are organizing some, good meeting for me. I hope it's going to be good and great, and I hope the Lord will bless us in this trip, including in the same time. It's going to be like for me, even when I go for a seminar, it's like a vacation for me because I love what I'm doing. You see, there's a difference between somebody who do a job and like you go to work, you don't like what you do. But for me, I love what I do because I cannot describe to you how amazing and beautiful it is to see someone saying, I used to be a Muslim and thank you, I left Islam. Or somebody saying, I was thinking to convert to Islam and I watch your videos or read your books and there is no way Islam is from God. You cannot describe how beautiful that feeling is. This is why I really love what I do, and nobody can stop me from doing what I am doing. And I will try in the coming year to make more than one book. That's why I'm making short books now, because I found that people, they like more short books and short videos. I don't know why, but anyway. So I'm working right now in the book. It's about the Apostle Paul and the apostles and Islam, which is going to get Islam busted badly by what they say about Paul and by the stupidity of the Islamic scholars when they speak about us and the Quran at the same time. So the book, I hope, will be ready by the help of the Muslims, because now I'm not doing live broadcast as before. I will do it. I will do one next Saturday. But the Muslims, they give me an idea. I mean, why I'm staying 4 hours every day? I can make a short video and hit in the head and go back work in your book. I mean, that's it. So we will continue our series about Muhammad while Jesus, what was Muhammad doing? I think is going to be very effective, and I encourage all of you to download the videos, because this is the whole point. Muslims, they don't flag someone showing her chest. The Muslim, they will never flag someone showing her ass. The Muslims will flag someone spanking Muhammad every day. And this is what I do. So I want all of you to download my videos. And you see, I am different from other people. Other people, if you download their videos, they flag you, they get angry because their purpose is to get subscribers. I am not interested. I'm not even using my real name. You don't even know who I am. Nothing for my glory. I don't care really. You see, you know, I have 20,000, 30,000, 50,000. I don't know how many account I have actually, but in every account I have a couple of thousands, and I don't care really how many the numbers of those people. Like this account now, this is a small account. I made it just for to teach Arabic. But the important about our mission is to teach you how to destroy this cult. This stupid cult have no value. It is evil, it's devilish, and it is destroying mankind, morality, security, economy. It's infecting everything. And we need to stand against it so we can have a better life. So even if you're an atheist, you see, this is not only for the Christians. Even if you're an atheist, if you're a person who don't care for religion, Islam is a threat for everybody. You don't want somebody tomorrow to tell you what to wear, what not to wear, what to say, what not to say, what you can eat, what you cannot eat. This is what Islam is about. Islam is a gang system, want to force itself on you, and yet they say to us Islam means peace. You see, if a Muslim he want to kiss a black stone, okay, kiss a black stone, but you cannot force us to kiss it. If a Muslim want to his wife want to wear burqa, this is your business between you and your wife, but you cannot, and we will not allow you to force even your wife to wear burqa if she live in our society. Because in our society we want to be sure that women are respected and they are treated equally to men. And when we say equally to men, doesn't mean women should have mustache like Muhammad he did, because Muhammad is very weird person. He forbid the women from shaving their mustache, but he ordered a man to shave his mustache because he's a madman. So we have a duty to do, and we have a mission to accomplish. And I'm so happy with my mission. I can say I'm very satisfied. And like my book, as an example, I just published my book. By the way, look at the Muslims, they are making false review of my book. If you go and click at this book here, you will find the Muslims making false review. They don't even know German. But anyway, my books, they are doing really great. As an example, Sex and Allah, I just published it, and I wasn't expecting really people will I'm expecting people to like the book for sure, but I'm not expecting a lot of people to buy it right away. And I think this is happening because there is a Muslim, he posted in Facebook to go and flag me, something like this. So by doing that behavior, more and more people, they learn about this book and they became curious. They want to know. It's like Salman Rushdie book. You know Salman Rushdie? Do you know Salman Rushdie? Salman Rushdie, you know, he made a book, it's called Satanic Verses, but nobody bought the book. It was a small, you know, his book is a small anyway, you know, it's not like a big deal. It's not even a big deal book. But then one day a Muslim sheikh, he spoke against the book, and then the Muslim, they start talking about this book in every mosque in Iran, and then suddenly the whole world saw 20 million Abdul in the street shouting death to Salman Rushdie. Second day, the book of Salman Rushdie disappeared from the market. And this is my dream. My dream is that one day the sheikh of the mullahs of Iran will come to TV and say death to Christian Prince, and then all my books will disappear. Actually, in case you do not know, I am the first one the Iranian TV spoke about his videos. I don't know if you saw that clip. Let me show you. Let me see if I can find it. Anyone remember? One of you one day he sent me a video saying, Christian Prince, do you know that your video appeared in the Iranian TV station? So really? I said, yeah. So let me see if I can find this this interview. So in this interview, they choose, let us say, the most hateful videos to Islam. Hateful videos. All right. So I won the prize supposedly. Okay, hold on. Let us see. I'm trying to find it. Hold on. Christian Prince. Yeah, I'm trying to find. It's hard to find something by typing Christian Prince because that will make it appear. Here we go. Here we go. At that time, I was using account. It's called Investigate Islam. Let me show you. At that time, guys, if you look at the video here, you will see that the screen is not good. This is a while ago. Imagine I was using a camera to record the screen. This is how hard really my mission was. I was holding a camera in my hand because I could not. There was nothing it's called like software to record computer, and computer was old. Like I mean, things is horrible. So I was recording the screen of the computer. This is why you see here the screen look different. Anyway, this is in memory TV. So the person who sent me, he said, look, they are talking about you. They are talking about your video. And then like here, they want to play the most. Here we go. In this part here, they are showing them the most Islamophobic people against Islam, the ones who was fighting Islam, really big deal. You see the surprise? It's my video in the Iranian government TV. I understand that the CNN will show there, Fox News will show there, George Bush will show there, CBN will show there, but I was not really expecting that my video will show in the Iranian government TV, and they are talking about my video as to present anti-Islamic propaganda. So I am the one who present the anti-Islamic propaganda. Yeah. Anyway, like this is my video will show. This is you see here they are like showing example of people who they are anti-Islam, but I was the only one was picked up from YouTube, the only one. All right, so for me, I feel really how, like, let's say, for them, yes, I am an enemy, but for me it make me feel happy because that means my voice is arriving and I am doing a great job. There's no way you can search my name in YouTube and you will not find videos by thousands. Actually, once I search my name in YouTube, me myself, I get scared. I mean, like all those my videos, like all of this is me. So, so God is good. They think they can fight me, but the fact it work always in the opposite way. The more Muslims they try to flag me, the more I get support, the more I get help, and the more I get people who really like to stand with me. And actually, I encourage all of you. This is not my fight. This is a fight for all of us. This is a fight for your children's, for your future, for the future of your country. It doesn't matter what country it is, yours. Islam is a disgusting cult, and it's very dangerous. Go and look at Islamic countries. I saw comments by Muslims. They were praying like today. They were playing between Russia and Saudi Arabia, right? So the Muslims, they were posting in their sites, may Allah make the kuffar lose. I mean, even football for them is involving Allah and their hate. This is just a football game. I mean, why you want to live as a human, love everybody? What's wrong with you? So even football is a jihad. They want to see the Russian losing because the Russian are Christians and the Saudi are the Muslims. So who is the one we support? Is the Muslims. The kuffar, there is no way. Actually, I just saw in the news that they allowed the terrorists in Guantanamo Bay jail prison to watch the the game. I mean, imagine the American, how nice they are to the terrorists. They are making them watch TV, and I can assume how much the terrorists were disappointed when they saw the Russian beating the Saudi 5-0. I mean, that's very horrible. 5-0. So I am not really, I am not too much into those games. But for me, at the end of the day, sport is good. If a sport will save you from doing drugs and will save you, sport is good. Sport is healthy. But sport, not what some people do, like to go and beat people in the stadium and kill somebody. That is not a sport no more. This is a madness and this is stupidity. So sport is good. To play sport is better than watching it, because at the end of the day, any sport you play is for your health. Watching sport is fine. Maybe you are an old now, you cannot maybe play sport the same you used to do before. To be a fan of football, nothing wrong with it, nothing wrong with being enjoying watching a game you like, but you have to have a limit and not to be stupid, not to be aggressive, and not to hate people because of a game. But the Muslims, they cannot even put a line between what it's called a sport and their religion. So if you see the comments, the Muslims, they speak about this football game, because we are committing sin, Allah was with, not with us. I mean, committing sin. So you Muslims, you lost the game because you're committing sin. That's amazing. That's so you are, it's very funny how they try to accomplish ideas based on their religion and everything. A dog, he is barking, they say, oh, because he heard the adhan. A cat, she cannot move over the Quran, which means this is a Muslim cat. I mean, this is amazing. So there is a kind of madness, and this brain need to be formatted somehow. And this is what we do. We show the Muslims that what you are talking about is not exist, is not real. It's a stupid. Muhammad himself, he don't believe in Islam. Muhammad himself, he have no idea how to explain Islam. I saw a video, somebody sent it to me, by the guy, his name is Yusuf Estate, and an Indian girl, she said to him, so how you became a Muslim? He started telling her about Bernard Shaw, how he saw about Islam. What Bernard Shaw saw about Islam? We cannot find any book of Bernard Shaw ever spoke about Islam. You Muslims are a bunch of liars. We cannot find it. Where? Show me the book of Bernard Shaw. So they speak too much, but they say nothing. We don't do what they do. We will speak little, and our little will destroy their cult. So please download our videos and take a note. This coming Saturday, we are going to have a debate. Mostly I will use this account, or maybe the other account. However, subscribe. I think most of you already subscribe here, and I will post in advance about the date and the time. We have Abdul, it's for sure is going to be at 4:30, and mostly we will do it here, or maybe different account. There's many account for me to do live broadcast. Maybe I will use different accounts so I can get more people to subscribe to the other account too. So there is a Muslim, he keep challenging me, and he is desperate to debate me, and I cannot wait to see. I mean, this guy obviously is eating too much vitamin. He is going to the gym a lot. Otherwise, I mean, why he is so desperate to debate me? He must be so strong. So guys, in this coming weekend, this coming Saturday, you will see a very interesting debate. And this guy is so strong. If you see the text he is sending in Facebook, you will not believe it. This guy is like going to eat me without even like he might even take me as a snack. I mean, this, I'm telling you, this guy is so strong, and I'm really afraid. I don't know what to do until Saturday. I cannot sleep, I cannot eat, I cannot think, and I'm thinking, because I'm so confused now. I'm thinking to get married. I mean, I'm so nervous. You see how bad the situation. I mean, to the point I'm thinking to get married. This is how scared I am, because like having a mother-in-law is better than debating this guy. But I don't know. So we cannot wait to get this Abdul this coming Saturday to debate me. and let us see what he can do. And you can tell, I mean, this guy, he will. I already I went to Amazon and I order a lot of glue, because always the Muslims, when they debate me, they break me pieces. And after the debate, I spend the whole night putting myself together. So I'm telling you, I'm very scared. The same as was scared with Dr. Rohi. Dr. Rohi. By the way, the Muslim, they say to me, why you are not showing your face? Okay, Dr. Rohi, he did not show his face. He don't even tell us what his name. We try to get his name. This guy, he have books. He is a sheikh in Lazar University. He have a PhD. He live in Egypt. Why he's scared, I don't know. I think he's scared that people will know his name, and then they will laugh at him how stupid he is after the debate. But anyway, yeah, download, guys, my video, especially the important ones, and you can cut them always pieces. You don't have to load the whole thing in YouTube. Actually, just to tell you an easier way to cut a video, I don't know if you know that in YouTube there is a way, after you load the video, you can cut the video even after you load it. All right, because maybe that is even easier from doing it by your own, because if you cut it and then you render the video, it take more time to load it. YouTube videos files are very small, so even the one for 4 hours will take you, maybe depend on your internet, short time to load, because it is small file. So you can load the video to YouTube, and then after you load it, you can, let us say, the first half hour Christian Prince was talking about like hello, how are you doing, whatever, which I never did that. Like today we have like a conversation, because I have nothing to say about Islam yet. It's just to communicate with you. But usually we don't waste time, right? So let us say there's a topic you are interested in, you load the whole video, and then you go to the studio in YouTube, and then you cut the part which you don't want to appear, make it short. You can choose from the end or from the beginning, and then after you cut it, it's going to take maybe an like 6 hours for YouTube to process. Still you can cut it again, so you can log again, like they say there's a part you want to take more from whatever, from the start, you know, so you can do that always. Anyway, my friend loving music, I have a book, it's called Quran and Science and the Deception of Allah. Those books is not only refuting what Muslims claim a miracle, it's spanking Allah and his prophet about such a miracle. So if you want reference and something to spank, not just to refute, get my books. You can go to Amazon, depend in your country. If you are in America, you can go to Amazon.com. If you are in Germany, Amazon.de. Those books we have them in German too. So not only we refuted them, it's hilarious, it's funny, it's stupid. All right. Actually, one of you, as long as I'm here, one of you, he mentioned something about the miracle of the fingerprint in the Quran, and the text in the video today or yesterday. Let me show you how stupid. Let me show you how easy it is to refute what Muslims claim to be miracles. You see, the Muslims depend in one thing, that you do not speak Arabic, and because you don't speak Arabic, they think they can fool you. Well, that's true, but not with the existence of people like me. If we search, let me search for the miracle fingerprint in the Quran. I want to show you what the Muslims speak about. Okay. All right. Guys, this is the fingerprint miracle in the Quran. This is the article made by Muslims. By the way, all of them, they are copy paste, which means it's one article, Muslim, they copy paste. If you read it, you will see every man in this world has a unique identity in the shape of a fingerprint. And this knowledge has been discovered lately in the 19th century. Blah, 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 you know, the long talk. Imagine you have picked up a glass of water and taken drink. Do you know that your fingerprint have left behind? And but the funny that the fingerprint is discovered by the kuffar. Let us go to the main point. All right. Quran statement regarding the fingerprint. Quran have a statement regarding fingerprint. Is that true? That's absolutely a big fat lie and so stupid. Unbelievers argue regarding resurrection taking place after bones of dead people have designated in the earth. How each individual would be identified on the day of judgment. Is it really? How will be identified? Let's see. The Almighty Allah answered that He not only assembled our bones, but also restructured perfectly our every fingertips. A man come with the Holy Prophet with the dead bones and ask him, O Muhammad, what do you say that Allah will bring me back to life after I become like this dead bones? Then Allah, God gave him reply with this verse. All right, what this verse saying? Do man think his bones will shall not gather? We indeed we will be able or able to shape even a small muscle of fingertips. Let us see if this is true or not. Here they continue. He says, this is emphasize one on fingerprints have very special meaning. Where is the fingerprints? Guys, anyone see the fingerprints? Let me show you the verse of the Quran first, and that's how we can love together. Chapter 73, verse number 3 and 4. All right. But typing in English, let us switch to Arabic. All right. Always remember, when Muslim they make something, number one thing you have to consider, they play with the translation. أيحسب الإنسان ألن نجمع عظامه? What does that mean? Translation. Does a man think that we cannot assemble his bones? So number one is speaking about bones. Number two, nay, we are able to put together in a perfect order in every tips of his fingers. We will assemble the bones. Have nothing to do with fingerprint. Have nothing to do with the print. Have to do only with bones. Let us see the interpretation, so nobody will say we are making things up. Chapter 75, verse number 2 and 3. You see, we use Muslim interpretation, not our own. We don't make up stuff. Let us go to a Jalalain first. A Jalalain is a new scholar compared to the rest, so he can give us more moderate. Muslims, they like more moderate interpretation because they defend Islam better than the old one, because they are more fit with the science today. Nay, I swear by the self reapproaching soul of the one reapproach itself, even if it should expend great effort of being. But this is number 2. Let us go to number 3. Hold on, it's just stupid. There's nothing. Allah swearing by soul. Does the man does man that is does the disbelievers suppose that we shall not assemble his bones for the rising from the grave and for the bring back to life? So this is number 3. Okay, number 4. Maybe we can find the fingerprints there. Let us see. Until now we did not see fingerprints. Yes, indeed, we shall assemble them, and we are able in addition to assemble them, reshape even his fingers, that to say restore their bones just they had been despite and their smallness. So he's saying even the small bones, it doesn't matter how large the bones, so how much more so are we able to restore the large bones? So if we are able to resemble the small bones, because the fingers they have a small bones, so not only we restore the big bones, even the small ones we will restore them. Where is the fingerprint? Nowhere in the verses is speaking about fingers or even a print. It's speaking about the bones of the fingers. and the bones of the fingers have nothing to do with the fingerprint. So all of this is just emphasized. If you go back to the article, they will say to you, this is emphasize. Emphasize. Nice to meet you. Emphasize. Emphasize. So there's nothing there, nothing there of what they claim. It is emphasize. And suddenly they are talking about fingerprint. What is the fingerprint? Fingerprints 5 is now established fact that each a human being, we know that, but where in the Quran is speaking about the fingerprints? Here, look what they added the translation, even small muscles of the fingers, but doesn't say that. Where it says that, if we go to the translation, all the Islamic translation, one by one. Let us go here. This is Yusuf Ali, right? Do you see the musculars? Speak about bones. Let us change the translator. Let us go to Shakir. Let us see. Maybe Shakir, he have a better, you know. Okay. Make complete of his fingertips. Gather his bones. Go to Biktal. Restore his fingers. Restore his bones. Go to Muhsin Khan. In perfect order of his tips of his fingers. So the bones of his fingers, they will be established in order, they will not be messed up. And it's talking about assemble his bones. Remember, they are the one who quote for us a man. He came to him and he brought with him some bones, and he said to him, can your God put me together when I am dead like this man here, like those bones? So Muhammad, Allah gave him this verse supposedly. So where is the fingertips? So Islamic miracles is nothing but a hocus. They play with the translation. As you see here, they add the word musculus, in order to make it's about the flesh, and it's about the fingerprint, but there's no fingerprint there. There's no print, there's no fingertips. And this is the Muslim translation. And you can go try, you know, you can change all the Islamic interpretation for the verse. Like this is a Jalalain. We can go to Ibn Abbas. Maybe Ibn Abbas will bring us some finger print. Let us see. Read it me, please. Ibn Abbas say, let us make it bigger so you can see. All right. Yes, verily, I am capable of doing so. Yeah, we are able to restore his fingers. We are able to gather his fingers, such like that this palm become like a hoof of a camel or a beast. He says we are able to make his hand look like the hoof of a camel. So how is it that we cannot restore his bones? What is the fingerprint? The madness, you know. And you will find tons of articles like this have no meaning. It's stupid, have no ground. It's just trying to fool people to make it look like there is really it's pronounced muscles. Yeah, muscles, sorry, muscles. So they try to make it look like there's a science there, but there's no ground of this science. It's just a foolishness and rubbish talk. And you can go to any other what they claim to be miracles. Like there is many websites here, if you search like fingerprints in the Quran, speed of the light, all those things is hocus. Not even a single thing like speed of the light. If we do you want me to answer the speed of the light? You can tell me. You know, I used to do live broadcast, you remember? And you tell me which one to refute right away live, and I can refute it very easy. It's a fabrication. Actually, the bees is one of the most funny ones. The miracle of the bees, because the Quran speak about the bees. You know, the Quran. Let us click at the bees one. Let us see what they are saying about the bees. The worker bees, those who gather pollen and make honey, are actually all females. The male bees do not make honey. This is only recently, however, 1400 years ago, referred to bees that generate the honey as a female. Look how stupid lie this lie is, guys. In Arabic, all insect we call them as a female. So when we say a bee in Arabic, we say nahla. One bee, nahla. It doesn't matter if it's a male or a female. So the Quran, the Muslims, they say, the Quran mentioned that the word, in the same as the ant. By the way, they say the same about the ant. They say the guard ants, the Quran call it namla. But in Arabic, we don't have male ant. This is the only word we have. You know what I mean? They say, how Allah knew? How Allah knew that this is a female? Like, Abdul, what are you know? This is the only word we have in Arabic for the ant. In Arabic, because Arab do not know to recognize which one is the male ant and which one is the female ant, so all of them, they are namla. I mean, madness, man. But because you do not know Arabic, they say to you, it's a miracle how he knew. Now, if you go to the verse, here we go, chapter 16, verse number 68. All right. How he knew that it is namla. Look what he says. Fi butuniha, in her bellies. Butuniha. Huh? So he says butuniha. That's mean this is a female. In ha here, supposed to presenting that the female. But look what I will show you from their own translation. How stupid the Quran is. And your Lord Allah revealed to the bees. Revealed to the bees. Okay. Build your hives in mountains, trees, and in what they build, then eat. Look. For what? For the females between two brackets. And eat from every fruit and follow again for the females. Notice here, your Lord. Okay, hold on. This is a mistake, because the Quran is saying that, based on what they said, guys, not me, based on what they translated for us, that the bees, Allah, He inspired them to go and eat. So when they go out, they eat out. And then from their bellies will come honey. And this is supposedly, according to the Quran, this is the shit of the bees. Excuse my language. That's not only stupid, this is very stupid. The God of Islam think that bees eat fruit, shit, honey. Do you see it? This is their translation, not my translation. In the same article of the miracle, well, by the way, the whole translation is a hocus too. All those things I will show you. You can check at the translation, you'll see how different it is. But we go with this one. So Allah inspired the bees to go and eat. To go what? Eat. Then eat. From where? From every fruit. So what the Quran is teaching, that bees eat from the fruits, but that's not true. The fruits is not what they eat. They can get their food from the fruits. Their food is the honey. The bees, the worker bees, they are the one who just spoke about the worker bees, speaking about science. The worker bees, they go and they collect the nectar, but they don't eat it. The verse here says, then eat from every fruit, not from what comes from their belly. So what the Quran is teaching, that the bees, they go out, they eat from the fruits, and then they shit honey, and this is what we eat. So we are eating the shit of the bees. But the fact that Allah, the God of Islam, do not know, when we eat honey, we are eating the food, or let us say the cooked food of the bees. You know what I mean? We are eating the cooked. This is the cooked food. This is how their cooking is. This is the cookies of the bees, if we can say. This is the cake of the bees. So this is the jelly of the bees. So we are not eating their shit. Muhammad in the Quran saying it's coming from their bellies. The fact there's many mistakes in here. Number one, that the Quran claim that the worker bees is the one who eat. Do you see it? They eat from the fruits, but the worker bees, they don't eat from there. The worker bees, they carry the nectar and they give it to other bee in the hive. It's not even the same one who make the honey. The bee come back, deliver the nectar, to other bee using their tongue, not their stomach. They have like a storage. It's not a stomach. Stomach is a place where you digest. That is not a stomach to digest. They have like a little case connected to their tongue where they can store the nectar. So they go and they deliver to other bees, and that bees is the one who will work to convert that nectar into honey, and then that honey will come and that will they will eat. But the Quran is making it the opposite, that the bees, the worker bees, they go and they eat out, then they shit in. So in one verse, you see, from the same page, I did not even open anywhere, I did not go anywhere. And look what he said here. It's coming from butuniha. This is the word that to prove to us that they are females. All right, to prove that they are females, they said butunaha, from it is bellies. All right, but the honey is not coming from the belly. You can go and check it out. That's false. So number one mistake, they eat honey according to Muhammad. They eat the fruit, they shit honey. Number two, honey is coming from the bellies. And we can do the same for every single claim they have about miracles. All of them, they are a joke. I do not even need to study. And here, look, they are having for you a picture supposedly about this. Butunaha in Arabic means multiple stomach. My friend, butunaha is not about multiple stomach for one bees. It's about the bellies of the bees, because he did not mention one bee. You see how they deceive you? Look, if we go to the verse in the Quran, I wonder why they did not post the verse in the Quran here. Let us go to the Quran. Deception is their game. All right. يخرج من بطونها. All right. شراب مختلف ألوانه. So Allah, he inspired the bees to eat, and from their bellies all the bees will come a drink. Did not say male, did not say female. Let us see. And the Lord taught the bee to build its cells in hills and in trees and in men habitations. So Allah is the one who told them where to build their places, and then to eat from the produce of the earth, and find with the skill and the spacious paths of the Lord, there is their issues from within their bellies, a drink of varying colors, wherein is healing for men. So Muhammad is claiming here that it is Allah miracle that he made the bees eat fruit and shit honey. All right. Guys, always to follow me. Why you don't guys subscribe to Patreon? When I start broadcast anywhere, I post there where I'm going to be. In Patreon, you do not need to be a person making donation. You do not need to. You do not need even to donate $1, not even a 5 cents. You can subscribe to my account there, and when I post there, you can follow me. Very easy. All right. Any other claim the Muslims they have so we can laugh? This is totally a clear mistake in the Quran. The worker bee is not the one who make the honey, and they don't eat from the fruits. And the same for all the articles they have. All of them, they are funny, and all of them, they are stupid. Quran to the Christians, they only disbanded after they received the knowledge of the Bible among them. So here they are cursing us. To the Muslims, yeah. A cursing party. Let us see different miracles of the Quran. Yeah, which one? Speed of light. You want to see speed of light? Do you want to see speed of light? As long they have it in the top, let us see what the speed of light is. Muslims believe that angels are low density creatures and that God created them originally from light. They move at any speed from 0 up to the speed of light. If. This is what the Muslims believe. Are you sure? Let us see if this is true. Okay. It is the angel who carry out God orders. If those angels take their order from the preserved tablet. See, God, he have a preserved tablet. Muslims, why Allah have a preserved tablet? So the angels, they are taking their order from the preserved tablet, not from Allah. So they go and like they check the tablet, their email. What does that mean? Anyway, let it go. Let it go. Somewhere in outer space, if it's somewhere, you know, the hard drive is there somewhere, and not from the God throne. If not from God throne, oh boy, they commute to and from this preserved tablet to get their order from God. In the following verse, the Quran describe how angels travel when they commute. I like it when they say commute from this tablet, and the speed which they commute to and from this tablet turned out to be known speed of the light. If where is that? Chapter 32 verse number 5. Allah rules the cosmic, look at the cosmic, I like the word cosmic, affair from the heavens to the earth. Then this affair traveled to him a distance on a day, a distance in one day at the measure of 1,000 of your count. First of all, this is Muhammad is copying from the Old Testament, right? Where the Bible, the Old Testament says that one day for God is equal to 1,000 years for us. But the Bible does not speak really about that a day of God is really equal to 1,000 year. It's, you know, what is meant there, that time for God is nothing. For us, it's long, you know, for God it's nothing. He's out of time. But let us see how this is became about the speed of light. It is angel who carry out those orders to the people in the measure of the distance, neither in kilometer nor the miles. And here they start like counting for you. So now it is 1,000 a year. Hold on, just to show you how mad this statement. First of all, how you know that this is the speed of light? To know the speed of something, you have to know the distance. Is that correct, guys? Is that correct? To measure the speed, we have to know the distance and the time. Do we agree? How many of you is good in mathematics? We cannot find out what is the speed if we do not know the time and the distance. You see, always mathematics is about 3 answer and 2 known. So in this case, the known should be either we know the speed and the time, so we can find out the distance, or we know the time and the distance, so we can find the speed, etc. But here they just say to us that the angels, they go to a tablet which is exist somewhere. Is that true? Did they say that the tablet is exists somewhere in the outer space? So how you know that this is the speed of light? You divide the 1,000 year in what to find out that this is the speed of light. Guys, are you following me? Do you see how stupid the statement? It's stupid. There's nothing there, but they try to make a miracle out of nothing. First of all, this is a statement is quoted from the Old Testament, where it says that one day for God is equal to 1,000 years of your time. But this is not literally, this is metaphorically, that God, time for him mean nothing. All right. So here we notice how the Muslim, they play their game to try to deceive you, and they don't tell us how they can get that this is the speed of light. Just because Allah, he said that the angels, they do his command by the order of 1,000 year. Well, I have a surprise for you. In chapter 35 verse number 5, yes, it says that, but in different chapter in the Quran it says something different. So what happened to the speed of light? If we go In the Quran, we will find the following. تعرج الملائكة والروح إليه في يوم كان مقداره 50,000 سنة. So if the speed of light is something fixed and the tablet is something fixed, so what happened now? Why the distance, or let us say the time, became 50,000 years? This is not the speed of light no more. Do you see it? So how come they mentioned that verse but they did not mention this verse? What happened to the speed of light? If they are, this is about the same thing, about the angels coming up and down, receive it, the order of Allah. The tablet location changed. How you can prove that? Because simply they just said in their article that the tablet is exist somewhere in the outer space. So again, this is just a stupid claim, have no ground. They are just trying to fabricate a miracle is not exist. Anyone did not get my answer how easy it is? And by the way, this is a contradiction. How the angels will take 1,000 years and then the angels will take 50,000 years. The Muslim, they will say to you, the 50,000 years is in the judgment day. It doesn't matter. What, Allah is changing the tablet location? What happened? Same time, if the angels they need 1,000 years to go based in their article and 1,000 years to come, how Muhammad was receiving his answers immediately? As an example, when the Jews they came to Muhammad and they said to him, what do you say about Zulqarnain, which means Alexander the Great? Muhammad, he waited for a week or two and then he told them, okay, Allah, he sent me the message, come and listen to it. People, they come to listen to it and he got them the message, which is very funny and very hilarious. About Zulqarnain, he found where the sun set, and Zulqarnain, he found where the sun rise. So if the angels will take them 1,000 years to go, that's mean this is one way, and then 1,000 years to come, that's mean 2,000 years. So if the angels they deliver Muhammad something today, in order to come back again to Muhammad, they need 2,000 years. You know what I mean? If this is the maximum speed of the angels, 1,000 years is going to take them 1,000 years in our time, the time of Muhammad. So if Jibril he went to get the second order for Muhammad from the tablet, okay, today Jibril arrived, he gave Muhammad some pizza. Now Jibril will go back. He need 1,000 years of the time of Muhammad to go back. Then he need another 1,000 years to come back to him. That's mean 2,000 years. So if Jibril he left in the time of Muhammad, yet he is now in the way to come back, because now we are in the year 1400 after Muhammad. So there is more than 600 years left for Jibril to come back to deliver the second verse. So how Muhammad was delivering verses every day? Are you getting, guys, my point? Did you see how stupid it is what they say? And here if you read it, I mean, how you conclude that this is about the distance, the speed of light? Look here, since this verse is referring to the distance, then God is saying this is referred to the distance. Where is the distance, guys? Where is the distance? Anybody can see it? Where is the distance? This is about time. Nowhere is speaking about distance. You see how they lie to you? So they say, since this verse referring to the distance, but they will not tell you where is the distance there. Where is the distance? And they try to mix it with science in order to confuse you and to fool you. They are assuming that you are a foolish person who have no idea what they are talking about. Uh, the funny here, look what this says here. See the physics. I like it when a Muslim says see the physics. Ah, oh boy. Oh boy. But the Bible says, and what is killing me, they try to mock the Bible. Look what they say. But the Bible says something else in Genesis 1 to 31. The Bible explains how the sun is related to the day and night. That's false. That's false, you liar. If you go to Genesis, all right, yeah, just to show you how we got them busted. Hold on. If we go to Genesis 1, all right, let us go to Genesis 1. I will show you on the screen. Hold on. All right, Genesis 1. Actually, let me play the audio, so we'll save me from reading.
The book of Genesis, chapter 1. In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. And the earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep. And the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters. And God said, Let there be light. And there was light. And God saw the light that it was good. And God divided the light from the darkness. And God called the light day, and the darkness he called night. And the evening and the morning were the first day.
Okay, so you see here, they say, if you go back to the article, let me read for you what they said. But the Bible read from here. Common sense says that sunlight illuminate earth, and that without sunlight, darkness will cover the earth. If there's anything simpler, but what does have to do with this here? Nothing. While you are inserting this topic here, but the Bible says something else. It keeps jumping to this page. Okay, but the Bible says something else. The Bible explains how the sun is related to the day and the night. That's not true. That's not true. You see, God, he called the day, the light, he called it day. The light, not the sun, because sun is not created yet. You see how they lie? Look carefully. The Bible explains how the sun related to the day and the night. The Bible say that that on the first day God created the light and the darkness in the earth. That's not true. God did not create the darkness. This is only in the Quran. Nowhere in that verse it says God created darkness. It is the Quran who says Allah created darkness, and this is additional proof that Islam is a false religion, because you do not need to create darkness. Darkness is exist. It is just the absence of light. If we go here, okay, let's go make it. This one is fine, but I want to show you something more clear. And this one, actually, there's many verses that can expose Muhammad regarding understanding the day and the night. Okay. Let me take the screen off so I don't hurt your eyes. this Quran doesn't show like maybe I should search directly for the number. All right. Read with me carefully. Chapter 21, verse number 33. A clear mistake in the Quran. It is he who created the night and the day. How he create the night? How the night is created? Obviously, this is a stupid mistake. Let us go to the Bible. You see, in their article, they said that the Bible says that God created darkness, light, and darkness. It doesn't say that. Read with me carefully. And God said, let there be light, and there was light, but darkness was exist already. See, this is very scientific. In the beginning, God created heaven and earth, and the earth was without form, and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep. Darkness is already there. You do not need to create darkness. God did not create darkness, because darkness is not really exist. Darkness is nothing. So look in their article how they lie. They say that the Bible says that God created day and night. No, God created light, and then he called the light day, but yet the sun is not created. So how we have a light, we don't have a sun. When God created the light, there is many source of light, and that light is what is called day. You see, for us, because the sun is the most close part of to the earth, the light of the sun is what is day. But is the source of the sun is the only source of the universe? Obviously, God created billions of lights. So he said, let be light, and the light will be in all his universe, whatever he created, and that is day. Whatever light is, that is day, and that will be morning, and that will be a night later for mankind, because they have their own light, which is going to come. And you know, and God, he said here, and the Muslim, by the way, they make fun of this verse. They say that God, he created the sun after. If you go and read in the article, it says the first evening come and the first morning followed, but God did not create the sun until the fourth day, especially after that. Let me see what here it says. After 3 evening and 3 morning. You see, I will go by the Muslim logic. If the sun is not created, so we should not have a day. Guys, isn't this what they are saying? If the sun is not created yet, then how we have a day? Before I answer you from the Bible, let us go and see what your prophet said to get you busted. Because I want you Muslim to say that to your prophet. Look like your prophet is a stupid and you are Muslims are the smart one. This is Muhammad talking. Read with me carefully. And this is Sahih Hadith. This is not weak, need vitamin D and C. All right. Muhammad said, Allah the Exalted, the Glorious, created the clay on Saturday. So we have what? We have a day. It's called Saturday. Okay. And then he created the mountain in Sunday. All right. And then he created the trees in Monday. All right. And then he created things in Thailand neighbor on Tuesday. Okay. And he created the light in Wednesday. Oh boy. So they were saying how we can have a day and night, and yet the light is not created. I mean, the sun is not created, correct? But this is what their prophet said. He is copying from the book of Genesis, but in the wrong way. Do you see it? So the Muslims, they are trying to convince you that this is an error in the Quran, but this is exactly what their prophet, but in a stupid way. Their prophet said that there was Saturday, and there was Sunday, and there was Monday, and there was Tuesday, and then there was Wednesday, and Wednesday when Allah created light. In the Bible is coming in order. God, he made light, and he called the light day. So we have a day already. That day is not your day. Who said that this is your day? This is about the beginning of the form of the earth. Even scientists, they say that the beginning of the time, it was totally different. The year is longer, different. It can be you know, like the day, the night, everything is different, because simply it's about how the earth is going around itself, and around itself in the front of the sun, how close it is to the sun, how far it is from the sun, etc. So the light is already exist in the Bible, and God, he called the light a day. In the Quran there is no light yet the Quran called the first day a day. So as long they are asking us that question should be asked to Muhammad. You just confirm to us Muslims that Muhammad obviously is an idiot. How Muhammad? You see, this is their own words. This is their own words, not mine. Read carefully. The Bible says that on the first day God created light. Okay, so now we have something makes sense. In the first day we have light, and God called the light day. So that is the day. Okay, and darkness on earth. He did not create darkness. We prove that. The first evening come, and the first morning followed, but God did not create the sun until the fourth day. That can be explained in many ways. You see, when God, he provide light, the Bible does not provide us details about what light is that. I mean, is it something like reflection of a star, of a planet, or something? We do not know what is exactly. Always says that we have a light, and that is, the light is the source of the day. And then when that light disappear, that will be what is called night, darkness. But he did not create the darkness. Then when the sun came or created, that is the sun of the earth. But the sun of the earth is not the only light for the earth. Actually, there's light we receive right now. It's coming, traveling maybe for 50, 60, 100 or a million a year. We do not know. There's a star's light. If you look at the star right now, you see a light. This light did not come to you now. It is traveling maybe since 100 years ago, maybe 200 years ago. We do not know, depend on the distance of this light. So there's many sources of light is coming, and that can be day and that can be night, which means there is a certain time where the night is taken over, and certain time where the day is taken over, which means strong light is taken over. It's not necessarily to be the sun, because the sun is not exist yet. And then when God, he created, after that he created the sun. Let us see when the sun is created, because the Muslims, they are rejecting this. Specifically after 3 evening and 3 morning. So 3 evening and 3 morning occurred on the earth before there was a sun. So according to the Bible, daylight occurs without sun. No, that's true. That's true and false at the same time. The day is not the sun. God, he said the light is the day. He did not say the sun is the day. And God created day from the beginning. So what is the problem? The problem will happen to you, because if this is your logic, 3 in evening and 3 morning occurs, and there was a day, but the sun was not created to the fourth day. So how Muhammad he talk about days? Here we go. This is your prophet. Let us go to the hadith. And he created light in Wednesday. Let us count how many days before the Muslims they have a day, according to the Quran or their hadith. Allah created the clay in Saturday. This is one. Sunday 2, Monday 3, and then Tuesday 4, and then Wednesday. So how Muhammad he call it Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and yet in Wednesday we have a sun? And you have no light at all in Islam. You see, in the Quran, Allah created the sun in Wednesday. He did not created light yet. So what do you mean by Saturday and Sunday and Monday? You know what I mean? Muhammad is even naming them. He is naming them Monday, Saturday, Sunday. So those are 24 hours. Dark, you know, the dark and the day. If you go to different planet, the day is different. Some planet they don't even have a day. Some planet they are always in darkness because they are not close to any star. Depend in where is the location of this planet. So what the Muslims accusing the Bible with is what they have their own. They try to convince you that the Bible is teaching scientific error when the fact they are the one who have the scientific error. Where is the day? How you have Saturday and Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday, and yet you don't have the sun? What Monday mean without the sun? What Saturday mean without the sun? What does that mean? So do you see how they try to fool you always with their own false statement? They fabricate things is not exist. And they try to make it is you who believe in the wrong, but the fact it is them who believe in the wrong. In the Quran, Allah supposedly said that Allah he created the day and the night. Okay, how you can create a day and the night? You explain to me, Muslims. Any Muslim can explain to us? وهو الذي خلق الليل والنهار والقمر كل في فلك يسبحون. Allah he claimed that he created the night, which is false. You cannot create any darkness, because darkness simply you close your blind, you have darkness, right? You know, matchbox have a darkness inside it. Go inside a box, any box, close yourself, you have a darkness. Are you creator now? Did you create the darkness? Darkness is just the absence of the light. In this chapter here, look what the Quran says. Proving another mistake in the Quran. It is he who created the night and the day and the sun and the moon. Okay, and each one of them is going in round its round course. Okay, each one of them what? Each one of them the night and the day and the sun and the moon. Allah teaching the Muslim that the day and the moon, the day and the night, the sun and the moon, they are object and they are flowing. This is why he say in different verse in the Quran that it's Allah who merged the day and the night, and they will never meet together. They will never meet together. Are you sure? No, we can meet together. Don't you never heard of the eclipse? Guys, is my screen showing? Is my screen showing? Read really carefully and laugh at the Quran. Chapter 36, verse number 40. It is not permitted to the sun to catch the moon, nor can the night outstrip the day. What does that mean? Allah he believe, or he is teaching the Muslims, which is Muhammad, that the day is an object by itself and the night is an object. They will never meet. But this is false. What night and day they will never meet? Actually, you know, if you little bit think a little bit, the night is always the case. Let me make it clear for you. If you bring a flashlight, all right, in dark room, and let us say you put an egg in a table, and you put small flashlight at that egg will have a day. Is that correct? It's going to be shiny, covered by the light. All right. The Quran saying that the day and the night they will never meet, never whatsoever. There, no way. But the fact the night is still there, because making a light in a small spot does not overcome the night, which is the darkness, because the whole universe in darkness, which means the major space of the universe is in darkness. A small tiny space is not in darkness. Guys, do you understand my point? Anyone understand my point? Let me open Google Earth. Hold on. Because in Google Earth we can show you how the Earth like I'm sure all of you are educated and maybe more than me in this issue. Let us see here. All right, this is Google Earth. We will go and show the day and the night. All right, here we go. Okay, right now there's a certain part of the Earth is covered by light. Is that correct? This side here is covered by light. The other side is covered by darkness. Okay. The Quran said that day and night they will never meet together. But this is absolutely false, because everything around in the space is night, including the area which is facing the light of the sun. Why? Because the light of the sun will not make the space shiny day till it hit something solid, which is the earth in this case. You know what I mean? So if you are flying in this area here facing the sun, still that area is a dark area because the space is dark. Light come to your eyes as a reflection, or if you are seeing something directly, the light will come to your eyes directly, but doesn't mean that will make it a day. If you turn a light of a lamp for me in the middle of the night, in that moment in where I am, we can say it's day, but it's not. You know what I mean? It is still a visual thing. It is not real. So when God created light and he called it day, that is very accurate, for he is saying that wherever that light is exist is your day is exist. Wherever that light is disappear, that is going to be called darkness for you. It's not night, it is darkness. It is the stage of something natural to happen without creation. It is darkness. So the light will be called day. Let us say, you know, the Bible speak about naming things, describing things, not about just creating things. So the day is the light. It is not the 24 hours. It is not a certain form of movement of the earth or the sun. It is the light itself that is day. You see, when Jesus he said, I am the light of this world, so that means the light have many meaning. It can be about appearance of light. It can be about a timing. it can be about metaphorical thing, which is about Jesus, that he is the salvation. So light in the Bible, about creating light, God provided source of light from the beginning. The first thing he created was light, not darkness, for darkness is already exist. And the light is day, not the 24 hours. Then the morning and the night have nothing to do with the sun yet, because already we have the source of light. The Bible does not describe what is the source is, but it's enough for us to know that there's already light. But in the Quran, there's no light, yet there's days. If you go in the Quran as an example, not only in the Hadith, you will see that Muhammad is saying the following. We can go to which verse? There's many verses. Yeah. All right. In chapter 41, verse number 11, you can start from the beginning, from verse number 2. You will see that the Quran says that Allah, he created the earth in 2 days. Take a note with me. The Muslim, they object that there is day, but yet there is no sun, right? Okay. This is Quran now. This is not Hadith. They cannot say it's weak. Allah created the earth in 2 days. Then he created the mountains and whatever, etc., in the top of the earth in 4 days. All the substance, the mountains, the water, etc., in 4 days. You see it? 4 days. Read carefully. 4 days. And then he went to the sky, and the sky was a smoke. There was nothing there. That's what smoke mean. And then he created the lights. So based on their logic in that website, how we have day 2, 3, 4, 5 days, and yet we don't even have light at all. You see, in the Bible it says God made light, still they don't like it. It's not enough for them. The Quran says that the last thing Allah created, it was the lamps. And you can change the translation, by the way, Muslims, if you don't like this translation, because maybe this guy is a liar. You know, your Muslim scholars always are liars. I agree with you. Do you see it? Then he turned to the heaven when it was a smoke, and then he said to the earth, come both of you, willingly or loath. They said, we come obedient. The earth and the heaven is talking. And then he ordained them 7 heavens in 2 days. And then he inspired each heaven its mandate. Then the last thing, he created the stars. So what is the first 2 days and the 3rd day and the 4th day? So he created the heaven in 2 days, and the heaven was a smoke, as we see here. All right, it was empty. And then in 2 days he made each heaven its affair, and we adorned the lowest heaven with lamps. So the last thing Allah created was the lamps. So based on this, how the Muslims will solve this in their article. So there's a 3 evening and 3 morning occurred on the earth before there was a sun. Based in your Quran, there is 6 days, my friend, and there is no sun yet. So according to the Bible, day, light occurs without the sun. Yes, because there is a light already. Are you ignorant or what? The first thing in the book of Genesis said that God said, let be light, and there was light. There was darkness. He did not need to create darkness. And then God said, let be light, and there was light. So we have light from the first of the creation. The first thing to be created for the, after like speaking about the earth, how it was, the earth was in darkness. The first thing God created, it was the light, and the earth was in darkness. But in your Quran, the last thing Allah created is the stars, but yet he is talking about 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, 5 days. Read carefully. How this happened? Madness. Madness and stupidity is the logic. How Allah speak about 2 days? You see, Allah created the earth in 2 days. Then He created the mountains in 4. And by the way, this is a contradiction for different verse in the Quran. Because different verse in the Quran, you see here the order of a creation: earth is first, mountain is second. Earth is first, and mountain is second. And then he went, mountains and substance of the earth is second. And then he went to the top of the sky, and then he made them 7 heavens, and then he created the stars. But this is different from chapter number 79. In chapter 79, Allah created the stars first, then the earth and the mountains and the substance. It's totally opposite order, and we made a video about it before. Anyway, guys, I was thinking to do broadcast for 15 minutes. You believe it? Look how long. I will keep those videos private for those who they are subscribing to Patreon. And please understand why we are doing that. So you will be the one who can help to spread what we are doing. You will be the first one to inform. And as I said, you do not need to be a person who is donating in the Patreon. Subscribe there, make an account. Do not donate, my friend. I'm not asking you. For sure, I welcome anyone to make donation, but you don't need to do. This is not about donation. It's like my Facebook. All right, it's like a Facebook. As simple as that. So you will be updated always about where we are going, what we are doing, what is next. And later when I go in my coming trip, I'm going to post for those who they are in Patreon, because I trust them. I will post for them videos about where I am, and they can share it. All right, but usually what I will do, I will not share a video immediately about where I am. Let us say I'm doing a seminar today in this place, or even a visiting a church, or even a historic place. I will take videos, I will post it, and you guys feel free to load it wherever you wish. But I will post the video maybe 3-4 days after I'm leaving that town or even that country. So subscribe to Patreon. The link is in the front of you in the screen, so you can be always updated, and you can follow us wherever we go and however we do. Now, if there is some of you from Sweden, Finland, Denmark, and maybe you would like to attend my seminar, my coming seminar, because we might do some seminars there, let me know. You can contact me on Facebook. All right, and we will make somebody to contact you, like to your phone or etc., to give you more details about where and what we would do. All right, for those who they are in those territories. And I hope the Lord will provide us with more and better work. In the same time, I appreciate people who like to support us in what we do. And for me, I am always honest with people who support me. When I go to do my seminar, is a vacation for me. In the same time, it's a seminar, because as I said, I love what I do. So for me, this is my vacation. I go, I enjoy myself, I enjoy traveling, I enjoy talking to people, I enjoy helping people, guide them. Wherever I go, I am who I am. It's the same person. It doesn't matter really. It's YouTube. If you are sitting next to me in the airplane and you open a topic, you better take it or leave it. Don't open a topic with me unless you are going to handle it. So wherever I go, I do what I do. However, it is a mission, it is a vacation in the same time. I love traveling, I love meeting new people, I love when I go and do a seminar, how people they they share their love with me. It's always really amazing when you meet those people who they hear you and they see you for the first time. I have a lot of wonderful experience of people. Let me tell you this story before we finish. Once in the Philippines, this is they told me that after there's two Christian missionaries, ministers. They contacted me and they want to invite me to their church. And then I came in the coffee shop. They are sitting in a coffee shop. It was like 5 of them. And then one of them, he spoke to the other person privately. They took him in the side. I don't know what they are saying, but later they told me what was happening. The first one, he told the other one, does it sound like him? He said, I don't know. Let us see. We need to talk to him more. I just said hello. So they sit and talk to me, and they start giving like each other a signal, like with the thumb, like, yeah, this is him. Yeah, he is. And later they tell me, when first time we met you, we were not sure if this is really you or someone else. So it is. And the funny, I like one of those who they were meeting me. They are very famous in the Philippines. Actually, once he called me here. His name is Mary Kiyamo. Let me see if I can find you. It was very funny because I am the one who should ask in. Like, it sounds like I am the famous one when the fact the one sitting next to me, he is the real famous. He's an actor. He's a very well-known person in the Philippines. Let me see. Very, very nice people. Very, Filipinos are really wonderful people. All right. You see, this is the brother who was talking. They are talking to him about, is it him? This is him. Do you see him? So he was sitting next to me, and then later he told me. Actually, he told me in the last visit I went to the Philippines. He told me this story. He told me, do you know, like when first time we met you, what happened? I said no. So he told me this is what happened, and like they were not sure if this is me or not, and how they spoke on the side privately. Does it sound like him? Are you sure this is him? Maybe it's not him. So he's a very well-known person, and this is the 700 Club, by the way. And by the way, I did an interview in the 700 Club when I was in the Philippines last trip, and I do not know if they publish it or not. I better ask him maybe. His name is Mary Kiyamo. He's an actor. He is a journalist. He is a very well-known and very wonderful person. All of them, actually, they are very nice people. So it was funny that they were so excited to talk to me, and it was in the same time lovely. But I should be the one excited to talk to them because many of them, they are very important men and they are very famous in the Philippines. But yet they were like excited to meet me. So those feeling is very hard to explain how it is, how hard. I mean, it's very really hard. Last time I went to the Philippines, I met with two senators, three senators, two congressmen. I met with the head of the Senate, the founder of the Senate in the Philippines, and his son right now is the president of the Senate in the Philippines. Very, very important people. And you should see when I met those people how much like they were as if I am the one who is the head of the Senate, and it's like it's the opposite. Very, very wonderful people, very humble, very loving, very amazing. I cannot really describe how wonderful those Filipinos are. And I have the same thing wherever I go. Wherever I go, my Lord, He provide me with wonderful people. I never have in my way a bad person. Somehow it's like magic. When I go somewhere, the Lord provide me with the best. For sure, all of us, we wish to have the same thing, but as if I have a hand, it's hard to explain to you. You know, the Muslim always they pray for my death, and you know that, and they wish to for me to die. I have, you know, I have a habit just to keep my house clean. So always I keep like, you know, the garbage container. I take it outside every few days and I put it in the sun. The one I leave it in the kitchen so I can be sure that there's no you know, bacteria or anything. So I have this container down in the grass, and I forgot it. It became night, and then suddenly I remember. I remember like 10 o'clock in the at night, because I went to the kitchen. I wanted to dump some garbage. I could not. Oops! I left it outside. So I have this garbage container laying down in the ground in the grass, and I wanted to grab it. But before I grab it, something hold me. Don't. I don't know why. I don't know how. And then I push it with my foot, and right away a snake came out of the container. It is like I cannot describe to you how I felt. I did not get scared, by the way, but I am assuming that if I put my hand, the snake is going to bite me, because you know the handle of the bag is down facing the ground, which means it's going to face the head of the snake. So if that, whatever it is, the hand of God, whatever you want to call it, did not hold me from grabbing the handle of that plastic garbage container, mostly the snake is going to bite me. So if you are with God, God is with you. And if you are a person who try your best to help others, help will come to you. Sometimes it's a help you cannot recognize, sometimes it's a help you recognize. I can give you tons of example. You know, like translating my books. Always somebody say something against me, and something good right after that happened, including translating my books. The translators who translated my books, not even one of them get a penny. All of them, they do it for free. And if you ask me how they come and how they ask me to help, it's unbelievable stories. Each one of them have a story behind it. Maybe he himself or she herself, she do not know about it. Always the Lord, he provide me with amazing people. And look now, if you see my books, I have in French. If you go and see the French translation, guys, you will not believe it. The French translation, those who read my book in French, they told me the one who translated your book is something big deal. He cannot be just a translator. This guy is is a very professional, high quality educated person. And the Lord, he sent him to me. Same for the Dutch, same for the German, same for the French, you know, the Swedish. The Lord always provide you with your needs as long you work for his glory. So do your best, be with him, he will be with you. And this is my experience, and it's really always beautiful, and it's really amazing. And this is why when I go in a seminar somewhere, I really enjoy meeting people, because they are loving, and I have no fear of anyone is bad. For it is not in your hand to take my life or to give me life. I will do my mission as long the Lord he want me to be doing it, and I will be doing it for the last second of my life. And that was what is important for me. The Lord is amazing. Be with him and he will be with you. Sometime you might be tempted, sometime you might wonder yourself, like, okay, I am with the Lord, why things is not doing good for me? You know, based on my experience, that what we think sometime is bad, it can be the best for us. What we think it is very ugly, it can be the best. There's many people, they come to Christ because something bad happened to them. You believe it? Because of the bad made them come to the good. There's people who used to be criminals, there's people who used to be prostitutes, there's people who used to be scammers, there's people from all kind of people. something bad, really bad happen. So bad should not be for you a reason to stay away from the Lord. Bad can be even more positive to make you more close to the Lord. This is why you see if somebody he is in a wheelchair, he is more close to the Lord more than you. Someone he's blind, he's more close to the Lord more than you. Yet he is not, he is the one who saw nothing yet. But he believed he saw the Lord more than you saw him. He should be upset. Look, I'm blind. I mean, this is not fair. People, they can see, I cannot see. What I did, I'm just born this way. Why everybody can see, I cannot see? So he should be really upset. Same as for the Christians who they are facing discrimination and persecution in Islamic countries. If you go and speak to anyone, a Christian from Indonesia, you will not believe it how much Christian they are. Or from Pakistan. You know, I receive messages from Pakistan. They are crying. They are crying just because, you know, they are talking to me. Amazing Christian, as if I am the apostle of, I'm no one. I am a sinner man. I am no one. But because they have too much love, because they have too much discrimination, they feel more than we feel. They knew the Lord more than we know him. Discrimination is the same as fire is going to do to the iron. Steel is simply a stage of the iron. Either you will be an iron normal thing or a steel, but a steel with heart. Tough, strong, but you have a very nice heart. So bad, if you are with the Lord, bad can bring good for you. The same as, you know, like the woman, she is giving birth. How bad it is to see your wife suffering and she is screaming, crying, but how beautiful it is what she is going to give you after that. The screaming, the crying, the pain is so bad, but the gift of God is coming and it's so beautiful. So I hope that people they understand what our Lord is about. Today I spoke about the blind man, and if you go in the Bible you will see that the Messiah, he spoke about people. They think a blind man is blind because he commits sin, or maybe his parents commit sin. This is the Jewish idea, but this is not true. This is not true. Anyway, I want to say thank you guys for being here, and Saturday we will have a live debate with Abdul, and we will do it in this channel. All right, so please subscribe. 4:30 p.m. There's a Abdul. He is sharpening his teeth, and this guy is very strong. I heard that he have like a karate belt. He play karate. He play kung fu. He play jung fu. He play all kind of fu. Okay, fu. You know, like he play rendezvous. He play all kind of fu. So this guy is coming to debate me this coming Saturday. I don't know who's he. I don't care. Don't ask me those names. I don't care who is he. Who care? What is important that he play karate. All right. So this coming Saturday at 4:30, this guy, he promised he will call me, and we will play karate with him. All right. But please, guys, don't forget to join in Patreon. Be in my group. You know. And you can help in donation or not. This is not, this is not about this. It's about communication, so you can stay in contact. And don't forget to subscribe to minds.com, as you see in the screen, /Christian Prince, and Patreon is in the screen already. All right, actually even Minds is there, and this is my Twitter. So always you can be connected with me, because you know, you might lose an account. Who care? I mean, we can open tons of account every day. Actually, many of you offer me accounts for YouTube to do live podcasts anytime I wish. So this is not really an issue, not a big deal. We are doing great job, and this mission Nobody can stop it. And don't ever let them make you give up. Don't. The devil, he wish that you will give up one day. Actually, the more the devil he resists the fight, the more we are doing to do better, and we will become stronger, because that means we are in the right direction. If a Muslim he says to me, God bless you, it's me, Christian Prince is a corrupt man like James White. If the Muslim they say to me, Christian Prince is an amazing person, that means there is something wrong with the Christian Prince. This is not a medal of honor for a Christian. If Muslims they praise you, that's mean you are a false person, saying, speaking, teaching false. There's no way those who follow someone like Muhammad will praise those who follow someone like Jesus. If you are a true follower of Jesus, there is no way they will praise you. They will praise you only if you are a hypocrite, liar, thief, and a person who deceived the Christians. Someone who will say, whoever say Islam is ISIS is a liar. That Muslims would like, because he's serving their agenda. And we will not be one of those. Not now, not tomorrow, not in 1,000 years. So thank you guys for being here. Until we see you tomorrow, I will make a short video again. Tomorrow is a Friday, right? So we will make a short video about the series we are doing. While Jesus doing this, Muhammad was doing that. So don't forget, please, to download those videos, because even those videos I will take them down from my channel. And I have many reasons for that. Number one is to be sure that Christians are downloading. So download it, save it, publish it, put it in Facebook, put it in Twitter. Twitter, maybe they don't allow you to have short, long video, but there is many places you can load the videos. All right, let us work together. Get the blessing of the Lord. You see, I make the video, but yet, if you pause the video and somebody saw the video and you change his mind from converting to Islam or from to leave Islam, you got the blessing of the Lord, because of you posting that video, that person he left Islam. You just invited someone to Christ. Get the blessing. The blessing is not only the one who made the video. You posting it somewhere, people watch it, you are getting the, because this is your work now. It's not, yes, I did my work, but now it is your work. Because if it's not you posting that video there, maybe this person he will never learn what he will learn. So this is very important for you as a Christian. You don't wanna go one day to the Lord and you say to him, I brought nothing with me. What you brought with you? And you know the beautiful thing about this, that you might help and save the life of somebody, but yet you do not know about what you did. There's many people, they watch the videos and they change their mind about Islam, but I never met them. I will never hear about them. Few only is the one who tell me thank you, etc., or they mention because of what, etc., I left Islam. But there's a lot of people, they watch and they in their mind they say, come on, this Muhammad is a crazy man, there's no way I'm going to follow him. I was so happy one day when a young girl, she's like 17, 18, this was in Paltalk, and she came to the mic and she said, I was going to convert to Islam the week after, or like few days after, and I stopped by one of your videos and I found that how stupid I was to make such a decision. Imagine how beautiful it is that this this young girl, she was going to join the devil religion, and it's not her fault. You see, if you look at the media, all the media saying the opposite, saying Islam is wonderful, Islam is not ISIS. After all the killing happened, still we have big scammers, famous people saying Islam is a good religion. This is why it's very important you share with your family, with your children's, with your neighbors, with your brothers, with your sisters, so they will not be victims. They will learn the truth. I am not speaking against Muhammad because I like to insult this guy. No, I'm just sharing the truth. People who put their head in the sand, and they think that there's no wolves around, they are stupid. Don't be one of them. There is wolves and there is evil. Evil is real. My friend, evil is real. The Bible speak about it, for it is real. It's not a fiction if you are not with God. Look like we lost connection in YouTube. But anyway, we are done for today. I want to say thank you guys for being here. May the Lord bless you. And until I see you this coming Saturday, Christ is Lord and Islam is false. Thank you very much and see you soon again. Bye-bye.